Hey there, welcome everybody. This is Bronwen Oehlschlager, and this is something different. This is our Tenacious CEO Slimdown webinar. I've had a lot of people over the last little bit, actually the last 6 to 8 to 9 months, come to me more often with wanting to understand how I started my business, how I got things going, how I became a coach, and also help them with their slim down. So this is something that I've decided to marry together and bring to you to help those of you who are, tenaciously going after your company, your company success. And also, if you're not a business person, that's okay, because there are some things in our program that are really for helping you take ownership and be more confident in your life in general. So my name is Bronwen Oehlschlager, and I also have Kelly Walker here with me, and I'm just going to unmute her so that she can join me, and we'll just have a little bit of chat throughout this webinar, just to lighten things up, because Kelly's super fun and she's got a lot of great expertise, and she's one of the people that is actually walking the talk of what we're talking about doing tonight. She's brilliant, and I'm really excited to have her here. Hey Kelly, how you doing?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you for that amazing introduction.
Yeah. So on YouTube, if you're watching this streaming on YouTube, I have that we're talking about the basics of secret number 2. That is not what we're talking about this time. I actually changed the topic, but I forgot to go in and change the headline of the streaming. So bear with me. This is even better than the basics of secret number 2. I promise. It's fabulous. So let's go through this. You've tried everything and it's all just been a bust. And now it's time to target the real solution and to master the simplicity of commitment to getting everything you want. And that's in every part of your life. What we're talking about here goes to every part of your life. Everything shows up in the cells of your body. Everything shows up in your human body. I can't say that enough. Because with all of the amazing work that you do, you really do matter. It matters that you get to have what you want. Am I right, Kelly?
Absolutely.
So I'm going to tell you who this webinar is for. This is for tenacious, driven, budding entrepreneurs, network marketers, new coaches, speakers, who are looking for a solution to taking business and body to the next level together. So getting support to overcome emotional eating and achieve a lasting slim down, increase overall confidence, and come out of hiding and shine in your field of expertise. This is not for people who are going to come to the end of this webinar where I actually give you an option and be angry at me for offering you great value and then offering you even more great value at the end. So keep in mind, I am going to offer you something amazing at the end of this webinar, and it will be for your benefit, and we put together some really amazing things. But let's go ahead and dig in to what we're here for. I'm going to tell you about me. My name is Bronwen Oehlschlager. I am a writer, a singer, a speaker, a slim down coach, a self-acceptance advocate, confidence mentor, mindset geek. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a friend, I'm a normal person just like you. In fact, if you look at here, you can see that sometimes I capitalize things and sometimes I didn't, because I am a normal person just like you. But I have a journey. My story is that I was in a lot of pain a while back. I had a pretty overweight body. I had 8 layers on top of my body that were showing me that I had a whole bunch of mindset stuff in my way. And I had been laying on the couch with my kids, hoping they would think I'm a good mom because I was holding them all the time and I was eating with them all the time and we were watching TV and playing video games all the time. And one day I just woke up and I realized that I wasn't doing myself or my children any bit of good. And I got up and I started doing something about it. I became a scientist. I started studying out things that I could do for my body. I started a business. I was helping people who were network marketers put together a way for them to promote themselves instead of their product and their network marketing company so that they could help more people and get out there and really make a brand of themselves. And I did really well. But I had so much emotional stuff going on inside of me that I yo-yoed again. So here I was with this entrepreneurial spirit, a huge sense of purpose, huge lack of confidence. I went out and became a scientist and used myself as the guinea pig. And I achieved some levels of success in my business and in my body. And then I crashed and I actually sold my business, totally went backwards on everything. And I yo-yoed again in all the ways. And then I tried something different and it worked. And that's why we're here today. So I'm going to give you this giant emphatic disclaimer. I did not achieve my slim down and become successful in my coaching business overnight. At first, I just wanted it to be super fast. And if it wasn't quick, I wouldn't believe it would work. Have you ever been there? Kelly, have you been there?
Oh, I have so been there. I definitely have been developing my patience a lot lately.
Yes, it takes patience.
It does.
When you start thinking you're going to get in a hurry, you start burning your popcorn kernels and you end up going backwards. But I slimmed off 8 layers, that's sizes, over the course of 18 months once I got 100% consistent. Kelly has slimmed off 6 sizes, and that's since she has become consistent. Kelly, how 100% consistent are you today?
Today I am not 100% consistent.
Aw, but
I'm
you know
sorry.
what? Tomorrow's another day.
I know. And some days I am and I celebrate it, and some days I'm not. And you know what? I forgive myself and I don't beat myself up over it, because that makes it worse.
Perfect. That's actually a perfect example of it. You know, it's going to take a little longer because we're dealing with a food addiction.
Right.
And the food is always there. Right. And so we need to, like Kelly just said, forgive ourselves and go for 100% the next day and just keep going after it. And it does work. I'm proof of that. Kelly's proof of that. We have other amazing students that are proof of that as well.
Yes.
So it wasn't until after I applied simplicity to my business that I finally had my first $10,000 day.
Woo!
That was a good day. It was super exciting. I had never done that before. And when I did that one day, I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. It kept
a $10,000 day.
One $10,000 day. Yeah,
not week, not month, day.
Oh, that's right. It was great. It was
amazing.
Great. And it's about simplicity, and that's what we're going to be teaching everybody within this course. But I had to follow the simple plan to get my results. When I started complicating things, it became complicated. And you know, it was slow when I did that. Yeah. So let's talk about what's in this for you. You get the benefit of shortening your learning curve. It took me many years to figure this out. You get to learn from me so that you don't have to make it take so long. You could spend 10 to 15 years testing out every theory out there to find out what works, and it's easy to maintain, but then you would be successful in 10 to 15 years. That's kind of how it was for me. But I want to help you get success happening right now. Oh, and I even have a typo there. So that's why that didn't make sense. See how real we are? This is why it's real and slim.
We are so real.
I love us. Okay, so unleash your hidden success. That's what this is. That's what I'm excited about. I want to help you just uncover that hidden success. I had tried everything that I was willing to try, but I was still out there looking for a magic pill. Can you identify with that?
Oh my gosh. I've tried so many diets. I can't even, probably 20 different diets. Yeah, I can.
Yeah. What were the ones that you tried that you were hoping would be the most successful, that were the hardest to do, that you got some results, but they didn't last? And why do you think that is?
The one that worked the best and also made me want to die every day was probably HCG or Optavia.
And
they're both super restrictive and super effective, but you cannot maintain it.
Yeah.
And I was so sad. I missed food. I couldn't, I mean, the options are tiny.
So what's the difference between the eating plan that I teach and the eating plan that you just described?
With your plan, I can eat anything I want. Anything I want. I just have to eat it at the right time, and I have to eat it in the right amounts.
I love my eating plan.
So do I.
It's so much easier.
Like revolutionarily simple.
Right? Okay. So I was still yo-yoing even when I applied some basic physical things that we just talked about that did help, and they helped a lot. But it was taking so much out of me, and this totally showed up in my body and my business, and I couldn't figure out why. But I'm going to tell you why.
Ooh.
So now that I knew how to have whatever food I wanted to eat,
yay!
There was still this crazy, painful thing happening inside of my head. I kept self-sabotaging, and it was hurting my whole life.
Yep.
I needed a mind diet.
I love that phrase. It's so perfect. It is a mind diet.
Mind diet to help me learn what it took to love myself enough to believe that what I wanted for my body, just like my career and anything, was really enough to make it more than just okay to go and get it.
Right.
So this really goes to self-love. That's why we call this the Love Yourself Slim webinar. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's so easy to step into a life where you pick on yourself for everything.
Oh my gosh.
And I had one of my mentors was talking with me one time, and he says, okay, put away the cat of nine tails. And I thought I was just being responsible for my feelings and my humility, and I'm picking on myself. Mm-hmm. I was whipping myself, and it was so sad. So this is something that I see over and over and over again with the people that I work with as well, both in business and in Slimdown. And when that's happening, you notice, Kelly, why don't you just tell me, in the past, when you've done that, have you seen progress?
No, I've seen more binge eating.
Right.
That's what I see.
Yeah, and what about in your business too? It's showing up everywhere, right?
Oh, yeah, because when you're beating up on yourself, it spills over into every area of your life.
Yeah.
And you can't thrive if you're in the negative energy of self-criticism all the time.
That's exactly what the point. Yes. If you are sad, think about it. Don't you want to just sit on your bed and cry?
Yes.
Or sit with some comfort food and watch a, Pride and Prejudice or something?
Exactly.
Right? So what was really getting in my way of making simple things easy for me, time-wise and emotionally? What was it? It was a whole bunch of things, actually. I targeted it down to the most critical. First of all, I thought I didn't have enough time. And what goes on in our thoughts is like buffing, right?
Yep. Time is it's so easy to make time an excuse when really there is plenty of time to do everything that you really want to do.
Yes. I was watching a video the other day, Chris Crone. He was saying you have time to do everything that your intuition tells you to do today.
Yes.
And everything else just needs to go until it's really right to have on your plate. And being intuitive is a huge part of this program because you're going to intuitively connect. And I teach a structured intuitive eating plan that has structure. So it makes sense. It's scientific and it does make sense, but it is so intuitive. And what you do with your business and your money is also going to be super intuitive. And what you do with your time and with your family and everything, it's really all, it's critical that you understand how to access your intuition. So we do talk about that a lot in our program. So I was stuck in the past. I was shaming and guilting and feeling undeserving of achieving what I want because someone had called me ugly and annoying and said everyone hates you when I was a child. And I'm going to ask you, Kelly, do you have a story like that? Pretty common childhood story.
Yeah, I had, we moved around a lot, and so I had to make new friends probably every year, and it was hard. I was always the new kid, and so, you know, I didn't fit in, and they always made fun of me, and so I've always kind of had a I don't belong here kind of energy that I struggle with.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've always felt like I was the weird one.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I'm going to put this out. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm going to put this out there for our entrepreneur friends because we are the weird ones.
We are the weird ones.
We are the ones who are willing to risk it. We are so weird. And
we are gloriously weird.
Yes. The best kind of weird. You got to own it. And that's part of the confidence building that we do. So I didn't know, I didn't know that I thought if I uncovered my natural body that I would be too beautiful and that wouldn't be safe for me. I also skipped a slide. I didn't realize I skipped it until just now. I thought if I were too cute that I would be prideful and arrogant and I would be one of those shallow people automatically.
Oh.
But I'm too weird for that, so. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't.
Anyway, that's another really common one. I've also heard people be really concerned about like a plethora of people that I've worked with have been concerned that if they get too cute, that they will automatically want to cheat on their husband or something. Yeah. And so they keep the layers on because they believe it will keep them, you know, from infidelity. Trying to find my words. That's a really big one. But you know what? If you've decided that you're committed, you're beautiful, period. Layers or not, you're still you.
And you know what? You can be unfaithful at any weight. It doesn't matter.
Or you can be faithful at any weight.
Exactly.
So consider that. And you can be safe.
A choice.
Yes. You can be safe or unsafe at any weight. I'm super safe, and I'm, you know, this is just, it's been a really great journey to finding that safety in my head and standing up straight and being confident, you know?
Right.
That's done a lot for me. All right, Kelly.
Oh, look, it's me. I was just going to say, if you're scared of being beautiful and attracting the wrong person, just obsessing about attracting the wrong kind of people into your life will attract those people into your life.
Exactly. Exactly. We talk a lot in our program about how to attract what you want into your life. And there is a way to do that. It's very specific. It's very simple. Everything we teach is super simple. Yeah. And so there is a specific thing, and there's a thing that you do on accident to attract the things that you don't want into your life. And if you just know what it is, then you can stop doing it on accident. But Kelly, tell us about From Frumpy to Fabulous.
Oh, I love this picture. So this on the left was me in, I think, when was that? It was not that long ago. I think it was maybe in, I don't remember. I had it written down somewhere. It was when I first started your program. It was my first before picture you asked me to take. And I had lost a little bit before that. And I thought I was, you know, looking kind of good. And then compared to now, oh my gosh, huge difference. But, you know, I didn't feel that, I didn't feel a lot of desire to get cute in the mornings, because I kind of felt like, what's the difference? You know, I'm so big, I'm going to look ugly anyway, so why bother? And so, yeah, I took pictures and put them on the internet looking like that. And now, I mean, look at me.
I know, you're fabulous.
I'm like, who is that? Who is that person on the right? And look at my skin. I mean, everything. My confidence is so much better. It's like even changed my skin. It's amazing.
It is amazing. You're
Well,
gorgeous.
plus, I work out a lot now. That's good for your skin.
Yes, that is super good for your skin. Make sure you're doing your workout. 30 to 60 minutes a day.
That's the thing I wasn't 100% on today. I was 100% except for that because we're on vacation and I'm sleeping in a bed that makes my back hurt really bad. So that is why I'm not 100% today, because I could not work out because my back was like, killing me. So
I have a recommendation for you for when you have that kind of situation, just so you know.
Thank you. Yes,
you're welcome. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, good.
It's a secret. Okay, so I was overcomplicating my business. I was stressing out and continually running to food for comfort.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I was. This is where a lot of us get. And what I learned was a formula for shifting my mind and emotions, like I was telling you about, that completely changed the way I play this game of life.
Aww.
100%. It's so different. I am so different now than I was.
I wish I'd known you before so I could compare you in my memory.
You wouldn't even recognize me, honestly.
I bet I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. Not in any way. I mean, I look at the pictures just from when I had already slimmed off a couple sizes, and I still look so different to me.
Yeah.
That and my the way I act is very different. And you know, I used to suppress my personality. I used to think that I was this quiet type, and I know, right? And I would suppress myself.
I have Bronwen.
I know.
That's crazy.
I'm so glad to be out.
Me too. I'm glad you are.
Me too. It's so good. But in the end, it came down to when I wouldn't do the things that I knew were the right thing to do for my sake in order to reach my goal. Simple things.
Yeah.
I was stuck in I don't want to.
Yes.
I don't want to right now. And I was stuck in this cycle of rebellion where I'm like, I'm going to do whatever I want.
Right
now. But I would dishonor the commitment I made to myself that was the thing that I really wanted.
Yeah.
In order to have some yummy food during a time that wasn't really right for me.
Yeah, I've struggled with that too.
Yeah, it's common. I mean, like I said before, it's food addiction. So it's really common.
Exactly.
But look how it shows up. Look how those very same things are showing up in the success or non-success of your company.
Right.
Right? Okay. So I was so emotional. I just couldn't completely commit to the chosen lifestyle. When something happened that stirs emotion, sometimes all it takes is to remember something hard that happened in the past. Have you experienced that before?
You know what? You like to gain strength? Is that what you mean?
Like, no, for me, it was like, oh, if I thought of something from the past and remembered it sent me into the pit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I still guard against this. I mean, it's not like it ever goes away, but now I know what to do about it really fast. But I would spend weeks and even months in the dumps because of this sometimes, or even worrying about something that might happen in the future that would also send me into a dither.
That's what I do. I don't have so much with the past as I do with the future.
So if you don't know this already, worrying about the past, that's depression. If you don't, recognize what your mind is doing. This is a major form of depression. And I was medicated for this. Yeah. I was told, I was clinical, and I was told I would never heal, ever. That there was no cure. And the cure was I gave myself better nutrition and I took care of my mind.
There you go.
And it changed everything. and I still have to be strong. I mean, I still have to do the things. You know,
Right.
it's like a lifestyle that you live forever, but it's like super happy. And with the past, with anxiety, that's worrying about, with the future, that's worrying about something that might happen.
Oh yeah.
You get
Definitely.
anxious. If you think about it, really pinpoint the way your mind is working when you get anxious. I was starting to feel some sense of anxiety when I was getting ready for this webinar today. I was working furiously to get some things in place that I needed to get in place so that I could do these other things so that
Right.
but constantly, I thought I was worrying about the thing I was doing, but I was really worrying about the next thing I needed to do.
There you go.
And it felt like it was piling on instead of being present with the one thing I was on.
Yeah.
Think about how that shows up, especially in your business, but in your whole life. Whole life.
Yeah. It's rough.
So I had to take some real ownership. We all just need to take some real ownership and make some solid choices about the way that we see ourselves. Are we willing to love ourselves? That's the question.
Right.
So here are the success components. You need to know when your body can use food. Emotional awareness is really important. Confidently be in abundant flow. And there is a formula for that. It's important that the confidence is there in order for the abundant flow to be there. Keep it simple. Complicating it complicates it. Keep it simple. And networking, community, and support is so important for everyone, but especially for budding business owners. But let me just target this part about the slim down here, okay? Especially for people who want to slim down, because most of us are isolating ourselves in order to feel the safety that we're trying to feel, that we put these layers on in order to accomplish in the first place. And then we've got the whole shame thing going on. But when you get out, even when you could just comment on something on social media, it takes you out of isolation just a little bit. But when you get out into a community of support for real, like in person, that just takes everything to the next level. Do you agree?
Oh my gosh. I love getting in person with other people.
It's
a whole different everything.
Yes. It takes everything to the next level. It energizes you and gives you a shot in the arm. It's so important to do that. And so you've got to make sure that you're not isolating yourself. So getting into networking, community, and support is huge.
Yes, very huge.
Okay, so let's break this down a little bit. I don't have a ton of time tonight. In fact, I hope I can get through all of this without going over our time. But we're going to break this down, and I'm going to go into as much of it as I can as we're going here. But you got to know when your body can use food. There are only certain times that your body can actually use food as fuel. So you need to learn what those are. As soon as you do, then you have power over whether or not you put on extra stores of fat. Is that true?
That's so true.
It's so true, and it's so super simple.
It is.
Anybody can do it. Any child can do it. I have one client that did it while she was pregnant. She was my client before she got pregnant. She stayed my client while she was pregnant, can do these simple things because they're healthy.
Yes.
And then she did it after, and she slimmed off the extra weight really fast after her baby was born because she knew what to do with food.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. I know. I love her story. So emotional awareness. This is the key to the mind diet. The same emotional and mindset things that are standing in the way of slim down success are the things that are standing in the way of business success. So target and erase and replace. And that's one of the things that we do. So confidently, go ahead.
Especially believing you're not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
That goes so far into both slimming down and your business.
Yeah, totally. Or like, who am I? Who am I to think I can get a beautiful body? Who am I to believe that I can be successful in whatever?
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, why question that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's a better question to ask? Why wouldn't I?
Why am I so awesome?
Yeah, why am I so awesome
so successful?
Why am I so super successful?
Yep.
Yeah. Make a list about that.
So much better.
Yes. So confidently living in abundant flow, there are key things to know and apply to be living in abundant flow, both to achieve and to maintain success in any area of your life, any area. Knowing and applying them builds confidence. One of my students once said the most profound thing. She's like, doing the things you say you will do builds confidence.
Ooh.
It's so true. It was so profound.
That's pretty deep.
It is. She's very cool.
Wow.
I work with some of the most amazing people. I love them. So doing what you say builds your confidence. And if you're going to break that down, look at what happens when you don't do what you say.
Oh gosh, yeah. Then you go into hiding and you're ashamed and you don't want to see the person you said you would do it in front of or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
It totally isolates you.
It does. It's painful. It's not worth it. So do the things that you commit to doing. And everything I teach you is simple so that there are no excuses except for whatever's going on in your headspace. Okay?
Yep.
And so that's totally within your power. And keep it simple. I can't say that enough. Like I should have it in here 5 times. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Budding entrepreneurs tend to complicate the process. It's the same with weight loss. It doesn't have to be so hard. There are simple steps to getting to success. They're so simple. All the complicated things are super interesting and fun, but if you want to just be successful and grow incrementally while you're making money and having some great success, there are very simple things that you can do. And part of that is networking, community, and support. So like we said before, isolation is a sure path to self-sabotage.
Yes.
In business, you need to be actively getting around networking groups and being part of a true community of support. This is essential to success in both Slimdown and entrepreneurship.
It is.
Essential.
And it's fun.
Yes, and it's super fun. And it's part of what we are providing because we love people and we gather people. It's awesome.
We do.
So know when your body can use food. What am I doing here? This is huge. Okay.
Oh yeah.
This is what we usually do with eating when we're emotional eaters. Okay, here's just a few things. Kelly, I'm gonna have you read them.
Comfort eating, stress eating, celebration eating, social eating, rebellion eating, and emotional not eating or starvation mode.
Yeah, so let's talk about the ones that people make the most excuses about, because everybody knows that the comfort eating is emotional eating. Stress eating, everybody knows that's emotional eating. But what about these other ones?
Celebration, whoo, that's a hard one for some people.
Yeah, break it down.
You've got a big party, you've got a family gathering, you've got a work party, something awesome is happening, you've graduated, there's a family wedding, birthday, whatever. Guess what? That doesn't mean you have to eat yourself sick.
Mm-mm.
That's not a requirement of celebrating.
No.
But our society has made it that way.
Yep. And one thing, okay, let's go to social eating because it goes together with celebration eating.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay, celebration eating can also be, I just did something great. I'm going to reward myself with food.
Yes.
And that's okay with boundaries.
It is with boundaries.
Right?
Yes.
It's okay with boundaries. So don't pick on yourself just because you like to reward yourself with food. But within the parameters of when your body can use it.
Yeah.
I ate pie. I had pie for dinner.
I had pie for breakfast today.
I had pie for breakfast yesterday. So, you know what? It's not about what you eat.
It's not.
What you eat goes to feeling healthy and being healthy.
Yep.
Slimdown eating goes to knowing when your body can use it so it doesn't turn it to extra stores. It's so important to know that.
It
So
really, really
important.
is.
And it's so much easier to maintain. And then it's so much easier to add nutrition.
Can I tell
Yeah.
you what you're eating last night? So I'm on a family trip right now, and we've been together for 3 days. And last night we went out to dinner, and I was still full from lunch. And I like eating out in restaurants more than just about anything. And I have never not ordered food because I wasn't hungry before until now. And last night they passed the menu around, and I said, I'm still kind of full from lunch. And they were like, oh, really? Okay. So when the waitress came, she went around the table, and when she came to me, I just said, no, thank you. So nobody pressured me very hard. They were pretty gentle with me, but it was awesome. I, for the first time ever, went to a restaurant when I was not hungry, and I did not order food.
Way to go! Woo!
Yay!
Okay, rebellion eating. What does that look like? What is that thought process in your head?
That thought process is, I know I shouldn't be doing this right now, but I don't give a flip. I'm in a mood, and I'm going to do it. So there. That's what rebellion eating looks like for me.
It's what rebellion eating looks like for everybody. That was a very good description.
Thank you.
Okay. If you rebellion eat, I think this is one of the most detrimental, because it's the one where you are consciously making a choice to say, I don't matter, and I know it. I know
Yes.
what I'm doing, and I don't care.
It's kind of self-abusive.
It's extremely abusive.
Oof.
And so
it's a bad one. It's a good one to get over.
It is. And so if this is what I tell people, rebel against the rebellion. Just say, say, screw you, rebellion. You know? So just rebel against the rebellion and call it what it is, and tell it it's full of crap, and move on.
Yep.
And then we have emotional not eating. This is really common, but it creates starvation mode, and starvation mode stores fat. So emotional not eating is also very much a form of emotional eating, because it's about emotions, because it's connected to emotions. So consider getting your headspace and your emotional space into a really good place so that you can recognize your hunger. So that you can recognize those cues that your body's giving you, so that you are feeding yourself and giving yourself what your body needs and honoring it, instead of starving it. And so, for some people, this goes to this punishing themselves.
Right.
It's another cat of nine tails.
Or punishing others.
Or, yeah, punishing others with not eating. And I've seen people punish others with eating, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've even seen, I had one person that was following my plan. I sat next to him at a dinner one night a few months ago, and he decided that it would be really funny if he loaded his plate really high and ate it in front of me. And I'm like, I love you, dude. Why are you doing that to yourself? And then, the appropriate amount of time later, I watched him, it hit him, and he was in pain.
Oh my gosh.
And why would you do that to somebody? Why would you do that? Why would you think you're doing that to somebody else when you're really just doing it to yourself? And he wasn't even mad at me. He was trying to tease me. He thought it was funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a form of rebellion eating. Let's not do that.
It is.
Let's not do that to ourselves. It's silly.
So silly.
Okay, these are not good reasons to eat. When we emotionally eat rather than listening to our body's cues, we're sabotaging our success. Address the deep core subconscious reasons that emotional eating is happening. Nip those programs in the bud. That's what we're doing. So how to identify subconscious programming? Let's go over that.
Okay.
You're going to become really self-aware. Notice your thoughts. I actually invite you to write this down. Become very self-aware. Notice your thoughts. Ask yourself, why do I want to eat right now? Is this real hunger, a craving, or am I emotional? Listen to yourself intuitively for the culprit belief. Is it blame, shame, rebellion, entitlement, fear? What is it? And make sure you're being honest. I have people going, it's nothing, it's fine, I'm fine. No, not when we start digging. Then you get honest, so I'm inviting you to be honest with yourself. Erase the old pattern and replace it with one that serves you better. That's the path to subconscious reprogramming. And you're consciously doing it for yourself. Give yourself a little brainwash. It's really good for you. Let's talk about networking, community, and support. This is how to get involved and make things happen. We have support to help you out. We have support to help you achieve your goals. Yay!
Woo-hoo!
This is what we're doing, and Kelly and I have put our heads together because Kelly is spectacularly good at helping people manifest. So I brought her onto my team, and I'm so excited that she's here.
Yay.
So let's talk about the Tenacious CEO Program. This is what you get in this 12-week program. You get virtual course membership, access to quick and simple lessons and assignments in an online course any day of the week for 12 weeks. So that's where you can go every day to remind yourself what you're doing. You get Slimdown Physiology and Mindset DIY course. This is my current Slimdown course that I have right now that's DIY style. It's a 12-week course. This is Slimdown eating. This is about when to eat, not what to eat. And it's also a lot of mindset training. So you're going to get double up on that. You're going to love that. It's fabulous. Then you get program creation. And this is where, I love this. Excuse me. I love helping people come up with an idea to help them promote themselves as an expert in their field, rather than saying, hey, I am this product that I am selling to you.
Right.
There's a way to do this so that you attract the people to you. Yes, you're still going to be connecting. Yes, you're going to still be networking. That's really important. But there's a way to do this so that people are like, that program, I need that. And then with that, they get some of whatever product you're creating. And so, you're selling, because it's part of the package. And they get you and your expertise, not just some product.
Right.
Which is super powerful and helps people want to talk about you and share their experience with you, and it helps you create this community that is so important to having a business. You want to have a lot of people knowing who you are and loving what you're doing and talking about what you're doing, and that just has to happen there's a formula for that happening, and it's not just leading with the product. There is a way. It's really cool. Okay, and then we got branding basics, and this is where Kelly comes in. Kelly is a fantastic graphic designer, and she is a branding expert, and she's going to help you help you get your brand mapped out so that you can stand out confidently. Kelly, can you tell us a little bit of just a little nutshell version of what you have planned to teach them about branding?
I think it's really important that your personality and your product, your business, whatever you do, whatever you sell, it needs to reflect what you really want it to reflect, because a lot of people have colors that don't really go with what they're selling. They have crazy fonts that don't go with what they're selling, and they send mixed messages, and a confused buyer does not buy. So we basically make everything cohesive, and if you have no brand yet, then we develop one for you.
Yes, we have lots of ideas.
Yes.
I think I like to call myself an idea machine. And I love to have ideas that I can feed to other people so they could go do them, because I can't do all my ideas. Or I would. I should just sell my ideas all the time. But this is way more fun. So, okay. So this is what here's some more of what you get. You get speaking basics. And this is also where Kelly comes in because she has manifested a speaking career. She is an international speaker, and she's done this all really, amazingly quick, just over the course of a year. She's an award-winning speaker. Yeah, tell us a little bit about your speaking career so far.
Okay, so I decided after going to my first transformational seminar and having my life completely turned around from horrible to amazing, that I needed to do that. I needed to change lives from the stage. And so I had no idea how to do it. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what I even needed to learn. I knew nothing. And so I started researching. I wrote a declaration that I listened to every single day, that I was an amazing speaker and that I speak to crowds all over the world and I change lives everywhere I go. And all of this stuff about what a great speaker I was. And things just started showing up in my life that taught me how to be a speaker. People, circumstances, courses, videos, experiences. It's incredible. And all because I wanted it so bad, I brought it to me. I attracted it to my life.
Yeah, and I just want to put this out there. I have known quite a few people who wanted to manifest this exact thing and didn't.
Yeah.
Didn't, because they didn't know the little nuances that Kelly has figured out that come to her naturally, but now she knows what they are so that she can turn around and teach it. And that's what her big mission right now is, not only to get out there and manifest a speaking career, but also attract her those people who want to do the same thing and change people's lives from the stage. And don't fool yourself. If you're in business, then you're a speaker, whether from stage or video or otherwise. So you are out there speaking to people and changing lives. And you need to know some of these little things that will help you be persuasive so that you can be more useful out there to the people that you're trying to impact and help.
Yes.
So remember that. Okay. So next is profitable, effective list building. I have learned some amazing things. And one of those things is you definitely want to have a database. And there are simple tools that you can use, and I'm going to show you what those are so that you can get using them. And we also have Kelly, who actually just piped up today and said, I want to add something to that. I want to go ahead and tell them what it is that you want to add to that.
I want to add a section on how to do Facebook ads.
So Kelly is really a natural at Facebook ads. Kelly doesn't quit. So she tries things and she gets good at them really quickly and proves that she knows what she's doing very fast. So Kelly knows how to generate a lot of leads using Facebook ads. So she's going to teach you the basics of that while I'm teaching during the portion of this where I'm going to teach you this list building.
You know, I took a course in it last year, and they just kind of give you the basics and then they set you loose. And within a month, I had broken their own records. Yeah. I know.
You want to learn that from Kelly because she's like really good at stuff. Okay, so we're going to do monthly in-person trainings with networking. We're going to help you grow in confidence at our monthly meetups for training and networking. So this is where you get together with the rest of our group. One of the things we want to do sometimes is just say, hey, we're going to this big networking thing. You're invited to come. So you may get a call from us saying, hey, we think that this will be good for you.
Yeah.
So that you can come do that. And Kelly's also got.
We will drag you all over the place. It will be amazing.
Yes, it will be amazing. It is amazing.
It is amazing.
It's so fun and so profitable.
I know.
So much happier kind of business doing. Okay, then we have the mindset shifting. This is where you're shifting out of the old patterns that used to hold you back and into your confident, successful power. We want that for you. We're going to do weekly group trainings for 12 weeks. This is where we're going to gather on Zoom every week to maintain the momentum. This is where you may come to us and say, I'm struggling with this. And we're going to say, okay, what's that core belief? And we're going to help you nip it and replace it so that you can move on with your Slim Down and with your business. And we also have a Slack workspace, and this is where you as a group of students get to go connect daily and ask questions and brainstorm with your fellow students. The reason why we do it in Slack is because I used to use Facebook, and that's what I did solely. And I had so many students that were getting distracted with all the things that were going on in Facebook that they had a really hard time focusing on what they were doing. So the Slack workspace is designed for you to have some focus, to come and work things out with your fellow students. You may all get really great at helping each other erase and replace some of those mental things that are getting in your way. And then Kelly and I and Angela, our head Slim Down coach, will also be showing up in there to help you work through the things that you need help with. So you can tag us in there. It's just a really tight-knit community, and we're only taking 10 people in this course at a time so that we can give you the kind of attention that we want to give you. Does that sound good? You like that, Kelly?
It sounds awesome to me.
It does sound awesome. Okay. What? I think I duplicated a slide. See, that was really important. Okay, here are the bonuses. The bonuses are you get a private quick start conversation with me. We're gonna actually, you may have one with Kelly as well, and you also may have one with Angela. I'm going to try to connect with each of you personally. So I'm going to try to get you each on my schedule, but meet with me personally for a quick start, one-on-one, to make sure that you get the most out of your experience. You get a Tenacious CEO retreat. This is super connective, fun, inspirational, and motivational. We're going to get together for 3 days and 2 nights and just come connect and network with amazing tenacious girl bosses who are getting it done. And this is not just for these 10 people. This will actually be open to other people, so you can invite them to come to me and just see how much this is, and we can get them going on that. Okay, and these are the pre-launch bonuses, and we are in pre-launch right now. This is actually launching in a few weeks. I'll let you know the date when we talk. But this is where you get the pre-launch bonuses. You get a business manifesto creation support. Did I just say it like that? You get business manifesto creation support from Kelly and me. You're gonna meet with Kelly. She's the manifestation queen, okay? To comb through and make your business vision statement really clear and concise and profitable. Yes. And then I'm happy to go through it as well. See if I see anything I want that I think that would be beneficial to you, or any language that may be detrimental. And we're just going to put all of our heads together to make sure that you have a statement that is perfect for being profitable. Kelly, do you want to add anything to that?
I know a lot of people do positive declarations, and I know that most people don't do them for their business. And so I think it's really important that we push that. You know, you want your life to be good, but you want your business to be good too. So yeah, put your manifesting power into your business just as much as everything else in your life.
Yeah, and if you've got something coming up for you saying that that's so selfish, it's all about money, and you know, all of that, just think of all the things that you want to do with your family that cost money, and you know they're good. Think of all the things you want to do to help others that cost money, and you know that's good. And just remember that this is supporting all of that. So it's important for your business to be profitable.
Also, everyone is always manifesting. Every single thing you have, you are manifesting. So if your business is doing badly, it's because you're manifesting it. So you already are manifesting. We're just going to teach you how to manifest what you would rather have.
Yeah, on purpose.
On purpose.
On purpose. Okay, and then we have the Love Yourself Slim Entrepreneurial. This is my giant event that's coming up in September. Yay. And we have national celebrities coming, really big names, and they're coming to teach us what they know about business and mindset and, you know, just helping you move forward. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited about who we have coming. I'm not even going to tell you right now, but when we talk, I'll tell you who's coming, and this will be really fun. So when you get this in pre-launch, you also get 2 VIP tickets to our upcoming Love Yourself Slim Entrepreneurial event. So come rub shoulders. You're going to, oh, these are other emerging superstars, right? And also real-time national celebrities right now. So take your networking to the next level. You definitely want to be there to connect with those people.
Right.
Okay,
especially the TEDx speaker for me. I'm really excited about her.
Oh my gosh, I know, right?
Because I want to do a TED Talk. That's on my manifesto.
I'm so excited about this event.
Me
okay,
too.
so you get that. You get 2 VIP tickets so you can bring your friends.
Yay.
Yay. Okay. So let's see about finding out if this is right for you. This is what to do. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to go to realandslim.com. Go ahead and opt in like you're going to get this webinar, and then go get a game plan session. And when you do that, you're just going to get on my calendar. If you're watching this on the web page, there's a button right below this video that will connect you directly to my calendar so you can snag some space. Go do that right now. Okay, I only have a few spaces right away. So you're going to have to go grab what you can right now. If you don't see a spot on my calendar that works for you, I am inviting you to send me an email at slimdownwithbronwen@gmail.com. You can email me there, and you can just let me know that you want to have a 15-minute time slot with me, and I will make sure that I can find something to open up for you or get you my calendar when it's, we'll work something out. This is a really important thing to me, and I'm looking for those right 10 people to join me in this program and to get this kind of help. I'm so excited about this. This is something that I've been wanting to do ever since I sold my last business. And when I started teaching Slim Down, I knew it was the right thing, but I always felt like something was missing. And so I'm really, really excited to bring these two things together. And I just feel like we're breaking a mold.
Yeah,
so,
we are.
Yeah.
We're blazing a trail.
Yeah. So Kelly, are you looking at the webpage? I cannot see it from where I am. Do you see, are there any questions coming up?
Let me look. If I can tell.
We are new to this particular platform of delivery of this webinar.
Yeah, all I am seeing is the webinar too. I can't scroll down or anything.
Okay, that's all right. If you are leaving messages in there, I promise I will come in and I will respond to them, and we'll get you taken care of. So go ahead and get a spot on my calendar. Go to realandslim.com. I wish I had put that here, but definitely click on the button that's on this page. If you go and opt in, you will get an email that will get you to the page where you're seeing this, and you can get the button. You can also watch this replay on the same page, and we will talk to you the next time we talk to you. Thank you so much for coming, Kelly. I love you, and I love you all. I'm so excited to talk to you. We'll see you later.
Bye.